I wanted to do this video since I started getting a lot of questions about like what size is my baton and like just very fundamental stuff that you get into before you start twirling. Like how you measure baton and what you should get and like maybe just let's get started. Alright, so I'm using a 26-inch Comet baton from Starline company. I forgot. I just had this since my sophomore year in high school, so it's been a while. There's like a whole bunch of scratches, and there's a hole right through the tip. With measuring batons, you basically have your arm straight out in front of you, and you measure from your armpit to the tip of your hand. The tip of your finger. Now, sometimes that's not always the case. From personal experience, I found that my baton actually shrunk over time. If you look at these, there's like pocket holes in between these, the shaft and the tip. And over time, as you like drop and practice with them, those air pockets like dissipate and then they become shorter. And that happens on each side. So that will add up to about somewhere in between 1 to 2 inches in terms of length, and that could dramatically influence the way you perform on your techniques and stuff like that. So once I pull these out, pull the ends out into a longer shaft or baton or whatever, I could toss well. I could do a lot of stuff with better techniques, but it's just annoying that I have to like each time like tweak it. So I went ahead and bought myself a baton that's like 2 inches, 3 inches longer than what I ordered this as, and that works out really well. My technique in terms of like tossing from the center and like my techniques with rolls and all that other stuff just works out better. So there you go. That is my little 2 cents in about measurements and little side notes into my story. But I'm not sure if it's like that for every baton, every type of baton. I've only tried out these, and the tips just pretty much come off like really easily. So yeah. And when you buy a baton, buy extra tips and balls. When you're practicing on cements, you could go through these really easily and fast. So buy some extra ball and tips when you're starting out, because from personal experience, once again, I didn't, and I just didn't have a tip to replace. And even though like there was a gaping hole right through here, and the shaft would shred right through the tip. It gets a little scary when you're tossing it at like 20 feet in the air at a really high speed, because you want to just get a lot of stuff done while it's still in the air and then catch it and be graceful. It gets a little bit scary when you know that the tip is not exactly foolproof when it comes to safety. What happened was that I used to practice out in the football field after the sun sets, pretty much, because that's like when you perform in football games, and like when you do field shows and stuff like that. So after sunsets, whenever I had time, like I would be with my friend, and then we just help each other out, and we would be out in the football field, kind of where it's kind of dark. It's still light out, it's open to the public. I mean, that's how it has to be. We were practicing, and I did a toss. It was a really high toss, really high toss, and I just lost sight of it because with baton twirling in the dark, all you see is kind of like this glimmer as to where it might be at, and it gets really hard to spot. And I thought I was gonna like move away like as fast as I can away, like so that it just drops. I would just drop it and then pick it up again and go back. But as I stepped away, I stepped apparently towards the direction it was falling to. So I stepped away and it went straight to my head, with the shaft bulging through. So I have a scar in the back of my head right here, where the baton shaft just like ripped through my scalp rather than the skull. Thankfully not the skull. God, that would have been horrible, going to the ER and everything. It was not that fun. It was scary. It was really scary. So, general idea of the story: get extra tips and balls. I almost forgot. It was a few days ago, I think a week ago maybe. Share Babel Forever, I hope I got that right, I didn't butcher it, informed me that, what is it, 7/16 of an inch shaft. Like, these are called shafts. These are the tips and this is the ball. The shaft, the ones that are 7/16, which are the thicker models, have better potential when with rolls, when you're doing rolls and you know, body movements where just going around your body. It's much easier to do that. What I'm using is the 3/8 of an inch shaft, and these are the thinner models. I don't know, I think these are good for tossing. I think that's what they're for or something. I'm not sure. I've never tried the thicker model. So all I could tell you about that is from Sheer Babel Forever's little information that she gave me. Yeah. But thank you. Thank you. But yeah, I think that is all as in what I wanted to cover with baton, like the very basic fundamentals before you even start twirling, and like little advices here and there. I think that's all I could give. I don't know. I might have missed some things here and there, but I don't know. But I think I'm gonna go now. So yeah.